Okay, aloha guys. So today we're gonna make some meatloaf. So we started with 10 pounds of ground beef, 80-20 ground beef, and we got 2 red bell peppers, 2 green bell peppers, and 2 yellow onions. Okay. So basically, what we're gonna do is just rough chop these bell peppers. What we're gonna do is we're gonna puree everything, or we're gonna blend everything, or chop everything up. But we kind of want it on a puree, or at least a fine brine, yeah. So it'll be liquidy. But we're gonna pour all of that into the meatloaf, and that's gonna be part of the basis for the meatloaf. So what we're gonna do is we'll just take this one by one. We'll just keep grinding. We'll fit everything into one blender. But we start off with the peppers because they have a lot of water in it, and then we'll work up to the onions. So let me get this pureed up, and then I'll get back in a bit. Okay guys, so now I'm putting so I pureed the 2 bell peppers, the 2 red bell peppers, the 2 green bell peppers, and then I'm putting the last of the half of the onion in there, and so it's 2 onions, 2 red and 2 green bell peppers seeded, yeah? And then so I'll puree the rest of this right here. So it's pretty much liquefying. Everything's pretty much liquefying. You got some small chunks in there, but it's okay. Basically, what you want is the flavor of all those peppers and the onions. So I'm kind of pulsing it to make sure everything's kind of ground up. Okay, so that's it. What we'll do is we'll add this mixture to the burger, the 80-20 ground beef. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I got 10 pounds of ground beef here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add all the ingredients. I already added 2 cups of meal. So to the ground beef, I added 2 cups of meal. Now, of course, this is a restaurant setting, so if you guys doing it at home, you guys using 5 pounds, you guys just can adjust the ingredients. So if you're doing 5 pounds, you're just halving everything. And so sorry, I'm back. So what we're doing is, okay, so I'm gonna add on ingredients. Like I said, if you're doing 5 pounds of burger, just cut the ingredients in half. Okay. You know, you're using 1 onion instead of 2, using 1 bell pepper instead of 2, using 1 red bell pepper instead of 2. So it's kind of easy. And I'll put the full recipe at the end of the video. Okay, so right now, like I said, I got 2 to 10 pounds of ground beef, and this is 80-20 ground beef. I got 2 cups of meal. Then what I'm adding in is I got 4 pounds of panko. Any of you guys know panko, Japanese breadcrumbs? It sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's not. Okay, so I got 4 pounds of panko. Okay. Then to the panko, I got 14 eggs, 14 large eggs that I'm adding. Okay. And we're gonna add the puree. The puree of the onions and the bell peppers and everything. Now it looks watery, but trust me, it all mixes in, okay? So I'm adding all the puree of that. And you can pretty much see it's pretty much pureed down. There's not much chunks in there, but it'll work out fine. It'll give a lot of flavor to your meatloaf. And yeah. So to that, we'll add 4 tablespoons of pepper, ground black pepper. Okay. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic. Now you guys can adjust the seasonings to where you folks want it, because what I'm putting in, it's not going to be that salty. It'll have a good flavor, but maybe not the amount of salt some people would like, especially in Hawaii. You can always add salt later, but you can't take it out. Always remember that. And the gravy we use for this meatloaf is a demi-glace base, so we salt the gravy pretty good. And then 2 tablespoons of salt, kosher salt. Okay. So let me get this all mixed up. I'll just mix it with my hands. I kind of wear gloves for this one because I don't want my hands to get all messed up. It'll take some time to mix, but make sure you mix everything in good. And I'll show you the end result after the product is all mixed up. And we'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay? Well, let me show you how we mix this a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we just get everything mixed in. Eventually, it'll get all mixed in and all evenly distributed. Like I say, you think I put a lot of liquid in there, especially with the mayonnaise and the eggs, and the puree, but it won't be a lot. It'll get all mixed in. Okay? So let me get this all mixed in and I'll show you guys the end result. See you guys in a bit. Okay, hello everybody, so we're back. So I got pretty much everything mixed in now. As you can see, all that liquid and all that, the panko absorbed a lot of it. So, but now the panko is holding on to all the flavor. So as you can see, it's still dry, it's not really watery. I'm gonna make 3 loaves out of this on a sheet pan. And all the flavor is all packed into that, into the ground beef itself. So, like I say, I'll give you guys the ingredients. A fast rundown is 2 large onions, 2 large yellow onions, 2 red bell peppers, 2 green peppers, rough chopped and pureed to it's almost liquid, and 2 cups of mayonnaise, and use best food mayonnaise here, of course. And I got 4 pounds of panko inside here, and salt, pepper, and garlic salt, granulated garlic, please, and mixed all together. And this is it. So I'll show you guys the loaves, and we'll bake it off in the oven. With the 3 loaves and the size I'm making, we'll bake it off in the oven at 350 and up for about an hour and a half. So after I make the loaves and before I put it in the oven, I'll give you guys a look at it. Okay? I'll see you folks in a bit. Okay guys, so I got the 3 meatloaves here. Shape them as best as you can. But I got it at about almost 1 3/4 inch high. And just remember, the taller your meatloaf, the longer it takes to cook, okay? And yeah, that's it. So what we'll do now is we'll get it into the oven at 350 and we'll count it down for about an hour and 45 minutes. Check internal temperature to about 160, 165 will be good. It'll carry over to over 170 and that'll be perfect. The meatloaf will stay moist because of all the ingredients you got in there. And yeah, so I'll see you folks in a bit. Okay guys, so anyway, here's my, we'll get into the oven here. And let's see, let it go for about that, about an hour and 45 minutes. Now, you guys can put ketchup on the top or a tomato sauce mixture, sweetened tomato sauce mixture. I really don't do that because of the gravy we're using, but depending on what gravy you're using, folks are welcome to do that. Other than that, it'll be really moist, really juicy, and we'll show you folks the final product when it's finished. Okay, we'll see you folks in a bit. Okay, hello guys. So this is the finished product right here. For us, it's been about an hour, 15 minutes now. I say that because our oven is a convection oven, so your oven takes longer. But what you guys can do, always do, is just pull out your thermometer and make sure it goes up to about 165, 170, and you'll be fine. I don't know if you can see with the glare there, but just stick your thermometer dead center into the meatloaf. And if you hit 165, pull it out. It'll carry over from there. Okay, so we're good. It's a little over 165, but it'll carry over to 170, and like I said, you guys will be good. Yeah, so what it is, we'll let it rest. Let your meatloaf rest for about 20 minutes. If you notice, I got 10 pounds of beef, and that's about all the oil I got out of this meatloaf. A lot of the juices stayed inside because of the panko and the eggs, and so your meatloaf will be super juicy still yet. Okay, so anyway, when we cut a piece and serve some up, I'll give you guys a last look at it, and then you guys can check out the recipe at the end of the video. All right, we'll see you folks in a bit. Okay, guys, so this is the finished product, the meatloaf that you've seen us make earlier. We just have a demi-based gravy. We put in some mashed potatoes and some vegetables. So if you folks enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, give it a like, and we shall see you folks in the next video. Folks, stay blessed out there. Take care and stay safe. Aloha.